Ghostmaker here, trying something new out, a series called What Do You Think? So this is more like a preliminary video, not really of the actual context I want to do, but it's going to span everything. Video games, politics, outer space, life after death, whatever I can get some experts on. I want to get different sides of the spectrum, ask the right questions. But this is just a review. I wanted to just get a video of this because this is pretty impressive what I saw today. The Unreal Engine 5. It's a new tech demo trailer thing, so I just want to check it out and get it out there, show some of my imaginary buddies out there. Let me see here.
Hello, I'm Brian Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at Epic Games.
Hi, I'm Jerome Plateau, Art Director of the Special Project.
A few years ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward the state-of-the-art in real-time graphics. There were two key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting, instantaneously.
I don't have to be constrained to do a game where the world has to be static, and I'm able to iterate a lot faster.
And we call this new system Lumen. We're about to show you what it is capable of. But first, there was another area that we thought we could push forward. Truly virtualized geometry. The artist wouldn't have to be concerned over poly counts, draw calls, or memory. We could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal for artists. I just want to be able to import my ZBrush model, my photogrammetry scan, my CAD data, without wasting any time optimizing, creating LODs, or even lowering the quality to make it hit frame rate.
In the end, that's what it's all about. Art that just works. And we call this new technology Nanite. Here is the future of Unreal Engine running live on a PlayStation 5.
Awesome. Let's take a look at it.
So,
This has to be the
deter
right
you.
way.
I said PlayStation 5. This is some stuff to be seen. And this is rendered in real time.
Before we continue, let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key features of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets, but instead of using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film. There are around 1 million triangles each, and thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well. Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles. What does that many triangles look like? This isn't noise. These are the triangles, each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels. This amount of geometric detail requires shadows to be pixel accurate as well, and Nanite can do that too. Speaking of lighting, all of the lighting in this demo is completely dynamic, with the power of Lumen that even includes multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps, no baking here. Without GI, all of that beautiful lighting is gone. With Lumen enabled, we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly. Okay, let's keep going.
So basically that was
We've made some great additions to our audio system as well. Convolution reverb allows us to measure reverberation characteristics of real spaces, like actual caves that we sampled, and reproduce them in virtual spaces. Sound field rendering allows us to record and play back spatialized audio. All of this adds up to a more immersive experience.
So what do you think? What do you think so far?
This swarm of bats was created with our Niagara effects system. Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before.
got some AI going on here.
We've also added a ton of new functionality to run fluid simulations like you see in the water below. The demo runs on our chaos physics system. Here we are using it to accurately simulate the rigid bodies of the falling rocks and the cloth of her scarf.
Oh, I love me some good physics. Always gets me in the game.
Now
Whatever
that
this
the
game
environment is so
I'm-
complex, we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to adapt.
This looks
We've
really
added
good.
predictive foot
Almost looks
placement
like
and motion
some
warping,
type of
which
Tomb Raider
dynamically
game.
modifies IK and body position to look more natural. For the character to more realistically interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the door.
Looks promising.
Dynamic
Nice little
TI is
touch.
amazing, not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Nice.
Any light
Looks-
source can move while
it
still
might
having
be.
beautiful bounce lighting. Dynamic illumination means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces. You can even see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to the light.
Cucarachas.
Lumen not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes in geometry. Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This statue was imported directly from ZBrush and is more than 33 million triangles. No baking of normal maps, no authored LODs.
That is a lot of triangles, man. Whatever they're talking about.
And we can do more than a
That's a
single
lot of
statue.
processing.
There are nearly 500 of that exact statue at the same detail level placed in this room, for a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues alone.
16 billion triangles?
Over this
500
entire
statues?
demo, there are hundreds of billions of triangles.
Oh, hundreds of billions. Excuse me. Dude, what are they doing the PlayStation 5 with? I mean, this is crazy. Look at this processing power. This is the kind of stuff that's going to push.
So with
PC
Nanite,
gaming.
you have
It's gonna
limitless
push the tech
geometry,
forward.
and with
This
Lumen,
is how they do it.
you have
It's
fully
concept,
dynamic
man.
lighting and global illumination,
I'm not a big
all
concept
running
fan.
on a PlayStation 5.
PC guy. So this is. Set aside the PS5 and wear that. This is crazy. I can't imagine being able to do a handful of months before stuff comes out.
There's not much time left.
And this doesn't need to be constrained to small rooms. It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
Watch this. This is insane.
Portal, it's open.
Intense.
Don't fail me now. It's time to see what's next.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to get out of here. That's just nuts. So it's just impressive. That's next generation. I can safely say that is next generation graphics. I'm looking forward to it. You know, Not much gets me excited, but when I see something like that, that's a game changer. That's bringing the tech to the next level. Enough of that. I want to know, what do you think? Because I already told you what I think. Let me know. Let me know where the future's going here, because that's looking real bright. Take care.